I'm a single mom and I have lots of side hustles, and this is one of them. So I'm 29, okay, which I don't feel like counts. I already tell people I'm 30, because who made the age 29? This is why I don't date American women. Well, of course not, because why would you date women with privilege? It's so much easier to date women who don't have privilege because they would be more than likely to put up with your misogynistic behavior to escape their country. Okay, so I just did a womb healing session. I just don't accept narratives that I don't want to manifest. The state of the world needs your vibration. Do womb healing with me. Back to my series, Are You Ugly? Or are you poor? Transform with me before a date. Get ready with me for a date. Get ready for me for my first date with a girl. American women sleep around and end up as single mothers. Yes, because American women also have rights and can leave relationships when they're abusive.
Okay, guys, so she said she left the relationship because it was abusive. Ma'am, didn't you see the signs before it got to be abusive? Why did you make a kid with that man? Just watch this video.
A lot of people already jumped in the wagon and put their opinions on the wizard Liz, but as someone who's been through a very, very similar situation with being engaged to someone and you really think that you found your person, and yes, you might have seen those red flags, but...
Okay, so she saw the red flags before she made a kid. Why did you still make a kid with that guy? If you saw the red flags, why? But they like to play the victim. Just watch this next video.
Victim, 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 victim. I have heard this word so much lately. Here's the thing. People who call out victim wounds are still operating in a victim wound.
Okay, so that's you, ma'am. You call yourself a victim, but you know you're not a victim. You said you saw the red flags from the beginning, but you still decided to be with that man, still decided to get engaged with him, still decided to make a kid with that guy. Why? It's your fault. You chose that guy. Stop complaining. Stop playing the victim.
These are the ways that men play you, and I wish I knew these in my early 20s, which would have saved me so much confusion. Part of my purpose has been to understand the patriarchy and the patriarchal systems to help women who have been historically oppressed and understand how to gain power in this world. Because I said,
So you can see, guys, why she left that guy. Because she's a feminist. And she thinks that all men are evil, the patriarchy. No, ma'am. The men that you choose are like that. Not all men.
I would feed my son a sandwich, but not a man a sandwich. The internet went absolutely insane. Like, that's why you're a single mom. Like, literally every single misogynist decided to find my video and like, post that comment.
You let him hit it raw. You didn't have second thoughts. Now you're a single mom. Now you're a single mom.
Tinder's implementing a height filter to allow women to filter out men below their preferred height. So now implement a weight filter to allow men to filter out women above their preferred weight. So
No, they can't do that because that would be misogynistic. Only men that hate women would do that, of course.
they never again have to get catfished by another XXL queen.
What's the problem with dating in 2025?
Cinderella took off one shoe and found love. You took off all your clothes and couldn't find love.
True.
Literally just this week, my 22-year-old daughter, who's in her first job, she's done everything that society said she should do. She'd go to university.
No, ma'am, that's not society. That was feminism. Feminism lied to you and your daughter.
Take on the student debts, go into work.
Yeah, which is a tax, really.
Which is a tax.
Yeah.
She's pretty much on national minimum wage, and her friends have asked if she wants to move in with them, and she said, "Mum, I can't afford to."
During our breakup, I realized how often I would think about what you weren't. He's not this, he's not that, he's not making this, he's not doing that, he's not. Once I got to the other side, I started thinking about everything that you were. And I needed that.
I truly believe that men see single women and mothers as a more valuable asset to their life.
Let's be real. There's something favorable and unfavorable.
What's the unfavorable?
The unfavorable thing is the cope and ego that surrounds women that think that is more favorable. It's not. I didn't say you're unlovable. It's less favorable. Biologically.
But why? Because you have to take on the
I don't mind
risk.
going to, you're in a way, extending your resources to things that aren't directly connected to you.
Right.
So basically, he's saying in a really polite way, men don't want to raise other men's children. They don't want to invest their own resources in other men's children. That's the truth. And if you can't accept the truth, that's your problem, ma'am.
Every time I left his apartment, he would be like, when can I see you again? When's the next time I can see you? And he would like schedule a date right then and there. And the follow-up was so, at first I was like, ew, like you're clingy. But then I was like, oh no, this is what you deserve.
Feels nice.
Yeah, I think something I started to develop as I got older was like, when you think about what you're rejecting, say it out loud and say, I'm not going to see him anymore because he's too nice to me.
Did you hear what she said? As I got older. That's the problem, ma'am. Women, only after they hit the wall, they realize that they actually want the nice guy. They realize that Chad doesn't give them attention anymore. And Chad doesn't want to propose to them. And Chad doesn't want a relationship with them. So they go after the nice guy because they're tired. But it's only after they hit the wall. You don't hear women in their 20s saying, oh, I want a nice guy. Just watch this next video, guys.
Go hook up with that person you shouldn't be hooking up with. Dating in your 20s is messy. Now is the time to give into the urges and desires so that later on you're not resenting yourself or somebody else for it. You need to stop feeling bad for it. Who cares? We're all gonna laugh about it. We're all gonna die one day.
A woman is... And you're going to marry a simp because a real man, after he sees your video, won't want to marry you. And then when you're settling with that guy, you realize how unhappy you are. And then you will get a divorce and take half his stuff. And go after Chad again. But Chad will just sleep with you and ghost you. And you will get more depressed. And you will go to therapy. And then you will get some medication. And you will still be depressed. And that's your life, ma'am. Just because you made stupid decisions in your 20s.
Much more likely to retroactively believe any man who occupied the role of the adored in a previous relationship to be narcissistic. But it would be wrong to simply take her description at face value and concur that the ex in question had a personality disorder, especially because he was only the adored by virtue of her adoration. In any case, it's a pretty bad sign when a woman
who wears tons of makeup, who posts 10 pictures a day, who are obsessed with shopping and what they wear each day and doing their nails and everything like that. It's women. Women are the more narcissistic, not men. Men are much more simpler.
woman complains about having a narcissistic ex for a number of reasons. First and foremost, if her name calling is designed to give the impression that her previous relationship failed simply due to the malevolence of her ex, then on some level, that woman is abnegating any responsibility for the dissolution of that relationship, which is very peculiar. It is very, very rare for any relationship problem to be entirely and exclusively one partner's fault. Like, who chose to enter into and remain in that relationship? Most likely, this narrative is a taste of things to come. Framing her past relationships in this light likely means that she is either an externalizer, that is, someone who believes that all her internal states are dictated by external stimuli, or a victim, that is, someone who believes that she is the innocent prey of oppressive or predatory forces.
So you're a single man?
Yes.
You get child support?
Yes. That is $514 a month.
Not much. Are you full custody?
It's 80% me and then 20% with his dad. I guess I ran out of money and it got behind.
Why? You make money. Why'd you run out of money?
Because I'm paying everything by myself.
I know you're a single mom, that part's hard, and a 7-year-old requires a little more because maybe they're doing some sports, extracurricular activities, school supplies, all that good stuff. I get it.
Yeah.
But...
yeah, I have a spending problem.
So you didn't run out of money because you have to take care of all the bills that I have to take care of alone.
Crickets.
I'm a Virgo. I told Lisa this. I'm a Virgo, so I overthink everything.
Okay. Oh, Jesus.
And I'm an empath, so I feel things very deeply. I just feel like people, not everyone, I'm not.
Why did I post this video, guys? I've seen it before. Why? Because this is how men feel when they're talking to women that believe in all those crazy stuff like auras and chakras and crystals and horoscopes, zodiacs and everything like that. This is exactly how we feel. We are logical people. We don't understand you. Just listen to this.
Well, I am an artist, but I don't like putting brushstrokes over people.
Oh, what the does that mean?
Like
Are you kidding me right
painting
now?
a picture of generalizing someone,
Okay.
a group of people to
All
do
right.
the same.
Yeah. I don't understand anything he's saying right now. Like, is this how he talks to everyone?
I'm probably going to get a little hate for this. I was watching a TikTok video last night and it made me think about the value we assign women.
Okay, I have a question for single men in their 30s who have their life together and just haven't found the one yet.
Basically, TikToker Marie Piper was asking single men in their 30s where they hang out and where a single woman in her 30s could meet them. The top comment was, in your 20s.
Yeah, that's what I would say. If you're average or above average as a woman and you're not a feminist and you're not toxic, why can't you get a man? Why? Why are you over 30 and you can't get a man? Because you have tons and tons of red flags, even if you don't know them. You should be already married. Oh, you focused on your career. Oh, you focused on other things. That's not our problem. It's not.
And there were thousands of comments from men saying men in their 30s don't date women their own age because of decreasing fertility, etc., etc. It is a well-worn trope that women lose value as they age. We see it in the media, on TV, in advertising, in politics.
Well, ma'am, if you recognize that you see it everywhere, why do you think that is? Because it's the truth, ma'am. It's the truth. And men that can provide value, that can provide money, that can provide protection in a family that doesn't have resources is seen as the same way as an older woman. We can recognize this and say, yeah, this is true, but women can't.
Older women don't have the same representation as younger women or even older men. And it makes me wonder how scared we must be of women if we're so hell-bent on taking away their power.
What's it like to be a woman and be getting older and being like, I want to get married, I want to have kids, and so there is an extra level of what for me would feel like maybe desperation or urgency. How do you not let that affect your dating life and your decisions, especially if you really, really want to have kids and you're getting older?
Yeah, so when on my first date, I'm like, do you want to have kids tomorrow?
Tomorrow, yeah.
You don't? Okay, next.
Okay.
No.
Are you ready? Are you
kids tomorrow? Great.
Yeah. You have a chart?
Yeah. Oh, that's such.
The likelihood that a woman like her can find a man that wants kids and have kids without complication is so slim. So slim. But women in their 20s don't even think about this or don't realize this.
That's a great question. I just think I'm at peace with it.
Mm-hmm.
I totally get that feeling of urgency.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand that. I just think, I don't know, like, I think the Lord has just blessed me with this. I just am at peace with it.
Yeah.
Like, I just trust him.
Mm.
I think that is what I have learned through my life. Like, I have this plan. This is how it's going to go.
Yeah.
And then it does it.
Right.
And I'm like, okay. But it's perfect.
Ma'am, that's not God's fault. That's your fault. It's your fault that you're at this age without any kids, without any husband. It's only your fault. Stop blaming other people. God has nothing to do with this, ma'am. We're just going to skip this video because it's clear she's delusional. Of course, ma'am, you're going to say you're at peace with it. What are you going to say? That you're struggling? That you're going to a therapist? That you're taking medication for it? Of course not. You're at peace. Of course. That's why you're going on podcast talking about this, because you're at peace. When you're at peace and happy with something, you don't feel the need to talk about it. You don't feel the need to talk on camera about it because you don't care what other people think or say.
How do we know as a woman when he's serious? Because it seems like the vast majority just want casual encounters. That's it.
That's what some of y'all have just worked, though. Let's be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
So, let me get this on video.
Listen, we wanted the male perspective, so that's
but where are you getting that from? Like, why would you say?
Well, yeah. So here's the thing, right? They say be honest. So we have this criteria that these women set for these men. You have to be this, you need to be that, you need to be 6 feet tall, you need to make this, you need to do that, I want you to be in line, I want you not to cheat, I want you to do this. But at the same time, they're still dealing with women who are emotionally hurt, who have parents who never taught them how to be a woman. Most of these new age women don't have the concept of what a virtuous woman is. If we want to speak to the Bible. And then you want men to treat you like a queen, but you act like peasants. See, that's the problem is you can't walk around here shaking your ass in the club and expect me to respect you when you don't respect yourself. True. You can't put your man before your kids and expect me to respect you as a parent. You only present what your value is. And if your value is your ass, your hair, your nails, your smile, and your presence in public, but not your education, not your person, not your love, not your heart, not your interaction, not your intelligence, then we don't get to meet that. And the thing about it is that a lot of people have this conversation and it's all cute and funny when we're talking now. But when somebody tell you that this is what you presented to me, so I gave you what I thought you was worth. The thing about it is that ain't nobody coming to you nowadays, like the young lady said, with respect as a man, because I deserve the same respect you do. So what makes you think that I should value anything less than what you show me? And most of these women who are out here are drinking in the club, toe up, laughing, joking, and that's great, have a good time. But at the same time, if you don't carry yourself like a lady, what is a man supposed to present to you? If you don't carry yourself with respect and class, what the hell am I supposed to present to you? If you look like ass, I'm going to treat you like ass. And the truth about it is everybody wants affection, everybody wants to feel wanted. And what women have done nowadays is replace the whole being attractive and being somebody of stature with the idea of being desired. Because the more men that want them, the more powerful they are, and they think that's going to get them a good man. You can have all the money in the world, you can have a good job, you can have a banging body, you can do all of this and still be messed up in your head, and it makes you the most unattractive person ever. But this is what we get. And for every woman who sits in this room and says that I am not that woman, 4 of your girlfriends are. And the bad part about it is that I ain't got to deal with the conversation and laugh and joke, and I could get mine off and just go home. Then why would I have to go through this? But you come to find out that you still broken.
Your general knowledge is, to say pathetic would be an insulting understatement.
If you're here to like just take the piss out of me,
I'm not.
I'm gonna leave.
I'm not. I've got 20 general knowledge questions here. I'm going to tell you at the end how many you got right.
Okay.
These are very simple.
You'll be surprised.
Okay. Which country is the Great Wall located
China.
in?
Russia.
Okay. Who is the lead actor in the film Mission Impossible?
I've never
I forgot
watched
his
that
name.
film.
I forgot his name. Tom something. Tom Cruise. Yeah.
James Bond. Like what? That's so embarrassing. But
Which sport does Roger Federer play?
I don't watch sport.
What animal
At
is
all.
known as the king of the jungle?
lion.
That's not true. That's actually false. Because lions don't live in the jungle. Lions live in the savannah. They don't live in the jungle. So whoever thought of saying, oh, the lion is the king of the jungle is stupid. Because lions don't live in the jungle.
I obviously got that right. She didn't laugh in my face.
What's Batman's villain called?
Superman.
You don't mean that. You're playing up for the cameras.
No, can you not say that? Because you know... Can I just say something real quick? Just because I don't have film knowledge, I think a lot of people wouldn't get these questions. You just take the piss out of me.
Who's Batman's villain?
Joker.
Iron Man.
Joker.
I haven't watched Marvel films.
It's not Marvel, it's
DC.
DC. What's the capital of Japan?
I should know this. Ilmi?
Tokyo.
No.
Wait, I know this. Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
I'm joking. That's really insulting.
It's not. How many stars are in the American flag?
65. 32.
I think it's like 36 or something.
Where have you pulled that one? Where have you
That's
pulled that?
just, I feel like I've heard that before.
What's the name of the British secret agent known as 007?
James Bond.
James Bond.
Who was the first president of the United States?
George Washington.
No, because I'm not trying to be dumb.
I know.
I don't know. I'm guessing.
What's the name of the biggest forest in the world?
I don't know.
Amazon.
About forest.
Amazon
Okay,
forest.
well, I'll tell you what it is. It's the Amazon rainforest.
Okay.
Follow-up question. What country is it in?
Brazil.
Amazon rainforest.
Brazil. Which artist is famous for cutting off part of his ear?
Stevie
Van Gogh.
Wonder. David Bowie. David Bowie.
Artist as in...
David Bowie.
Artist as in draw a painter. Stevie Wonder.
Van Gogh.
True or false? Norwich City is a
I
real
don't
football
watch
club.
sports.
True.
Which country is Marseille in?
France.
Who is Barack Obama married to?
Michelle Obama.
Mishy.
Are there more people or fish in the world?
Fish.
Fish.
Dumbass.
What sport does Rory McIlroy play?
F1.
Take a
Rory,
minute.
the racing car.
Who played Jack in the movie The Titanic?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
What is the square root of 16?
200.
The
500.
square root.
4. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.